So yeah, I just got out of the hospital, and it's yet again another frame up from people that shouldn't be allowed to track all my purchases. People that shouldn't be this up my ass but are. These are the worst people you will ever encounter. I want you to really just let that sink in. These are the worst people I've ever met in my entire life. They really do have a kind of technology which, if they shoot you with it, one, it makes you feel like your fucking brain is melting. Two, it stops you from moving. And three, to the outside observer, it looks like a seizure. So this is what happened. They shot me with some kind of weapon that made it look like I had a seizure. And their reasoning, this is how I know it's a setup, is because I always hide my medicine. I'm not going to say what the medicine is, but they tried to blame this little seizure I had on the medicine I was taking. And the reason I've been taking this medicine is because I have chronic pain. And I have narcolepsy, and the doctors refuse to help me with anything. So I have to take matters into my own hands. Coffee is not enough. These people will manufacture the reasoning to take anything that you remotely enjoy away, and then laugh in your face about it and say, who would ever believe you? I haven't been outside the last few days because I've just been in such a mood. It's been terrible. I just got out of the hospital, and let me explain this. So I came on here, and I made a couple of posts talking about if I get shot or jumped soon, don't be surprised. You know who they are and why they did it. I'm being silenced by human traffickers, and nobody seems to care or notice. I'm harassed and stalked daily, 24/7. What else? Here's the job application story. All of this to make me sound crazy, but it's actually shit that they've done. So I just made this post talking about how I know it's a direct energy weapon they shot me with. Ohio is crawling with Satanists. They're everywhere. You see, literally, no joke. That's what I'm saying. So here, let me read this. I snitched on one of their little controlled spies. So this is the story, right? This guy followed me all the way from Newark to the Ohio Hospital of Psychiatry, which is a psych ward. So this guy followed me all the way from Newark to there, and they tried to put up the facade as though it was all natural, and that's, he's just as crazy as I am. But no, he was actually an agent sent to spy on me inside the psych ward. That's literally what it is. And this guy, he's obviously not real. He has a handler. His handler told him to say something to me at some point, and this is how I met him. And then all of a sudden I get thrown into a psych ward, and there he is, all the way from Newark, the day after I arrive. There he is all of a sudden. So that's how I know he's an agent. And after I snitched on him, because I don't like people that are agents and are handled, after I snitched on him, guess what happened? I ended up having a fucking seizure for the first time in years. So, one of the things that they do, this is how I know it's a setup, is they spy on all my purchases as a power move. Most of what they do to me nowadays is a power move because they don't like me. So if they find out that I like something, they're going to do the best they can to take it away from me, no matter how small it is. They've been doing this to me for years. They've been placing bogus restrictions on me for years. They have refused to hire me anywhere, so even if I want to take my life to the next level, I can't. I'm allegedly 23 years old, and this is how they treat me. I basically get no respect. These people throw me to the side. No one cared. And I don't have the money to support what I actually want in life, so life tends to get really boring, and it's been like this for some time now, and I can't find any enjoyment anymore, because the doctors are basically stripping me of my enjoyment by forcing this terrible medication down my throat, and I feel honestly helpless, because like every time I try to get them to, see it from my perspective that I hate this shit, they're like, let's up the dosage. Like, this is not something that, if I go there the next time and I can't get something like Xanax or something actually useful, I'm done. Because at that point, it's just a scam. These antipsychotic medications, I highly doubt they work. I never hear anything positive about them, as a matter of fact. And they've pretty much given me nothing but extremely negative side effects, so you can tell I'm over all the antipsychotics. And this guy, there are other people in the program. So if you get diagnosed with like something, especially if you get diagnosed with schizophrenia, schizotypal disorder, schizoaffective disorder, like I have, you're going to run into people in real life who are in the program and have that same diagnosis as you. You see what I'm saying? So, it's a program. Basically, what happened was, I didn't take much of my medicine on this day. I really didn't. I didn't take much at all. And I went to go play a video game, Dynasty Warriors. And all of a sudden, the moment I come to, I'm on the floor seizing. So I immediately know that it's another setup, and they're just trying to take shit away from me again, because that's basically all they do. They ain't giving me nothing. It's all just take from them. And I get like crumbs at this point. Like seriously, I live off of crumbs. I hate my life. It's not fun. It stopped being fun a while ago when everyone started to be so fucking, like, it's like a Hitler concentration camp at this point. It's so restricted, I can't do anything. I can't do anything I want to do. I'm completely barred off and restricted. Because these people just don't want to take a chance. They don't want to hire you if you are going to be some controversial person or whatever, what have you. That's the best way I can put it. They just don't care. And there's a couple of ways I could make money. Like, I could sell weed, I could do stuff like that, but there isn't much of a market around here for it anymore. You have to sell it to people, like, really cheaply. And then it's up to you if you think that's worth it. But this is what they do. They frame people and try to take their shit away. They, like, manufacture the excuse to do it so that, anybody on the outside is going to see that and think that, okay, he's having a seizure. That must be his fault, when it's actually these fucking energy weapons that these people control. It's so obvious that it's them doing it that I feel like I shouldn't even need to say anything, but I do. That's what they do to me. They make my life a living hell and they take shit away. That's the agents. So, yeah, I'm in severe pain. Doctors are probably going to refuse to prescribe pain medication. And all in all, don't really seem to take me seriously, but they want to shove schizophrenia medication down my throat. Now, I don't know if you've ever had schizophrenia medication shoved down your throat, but it's a nightmare. I'm already finished with it, and I'm going to come right out and say it. Plant medicine is 1,000,000 times better than anything that humans have made. And you can't argue that because all the plants come from God. So, yeah. They are infinitely better than anything humans have modified and tweaked. So this is what they put me on, Seroquel. It's sort of alright. I'm not the biggest fan. Like I said, I just got out of the hospital. I got stitches. This isn't the first time they've hit me with an energy weapon. I know for certain they hit me with an energy weapon because I'm not a person with epilepsy. This is what they do if you start telling on them. If you start, getting down to the brass tacks of the evil shit that they do, they will shoot you with these energy weapons. And you have to be quiet. If you're taking a certain kind of medicine and you know it's a godsend, you know it's a blessing, then don't tell people about it. Don't keep it to yourself, because they might take it away from you if they find out. That was my problem. I always talk about it because I like to study it, but these people are so fucking jealous and petty. And that's another commonality between targeted individuals. I don't personally identify with that label, but objectively that's what I am, someone who's targeted. Point is, yeah. This whole thing is just a sham. That's what I mean, like, the whole money system's a sham. I really didn't get to live my life. I got fucking kicked around for the last few years and basically locked up inside a prison. That's what it feels like, because I can't make any sort of money. I can't go off and live on my own. I don't know how many people who call themselves targets are really going through that, but at a certain point it gets fucking annoying because you've applied to more than 20 different jobs and you've really tried to get a job and they just will not hire you. They won't even consider you. So once you're at that point, you're a true targeted individual because all the gangstalkers now hate your guts for exposing them. So that's what it was. He was like, okay, well, I'm just not going to hire you. Every time you try to go get a job, I'm going to send one of my boys to sit behind the counter. Satan really did that to me one time. He had a Satan worshiper stand behind the counter at Walmart so that I could ask him for a job and look stupid. It's right here. He was wearing a Satan pin on his shirt. It said something like this right here. So that's all I have to say. That's my rant for today. I'm upset.